Hello, 141. It's day 2. Thank you very much for all your support. I know everybody's putting in a lot of hard work. I know there's a lot of information coming your way. This will be a little bit more, but this is very useful, and I think will really help in terms of using ClassDojo to its full potential. What we will be doing right now is sending invites to parents to connect to their child's student account. This will make it easier for them to see their child portfolio and the work that we place for them. So the first thing that we're going to do is, and this is best done from a computer. Really, this is only done from a computer. So classroom teachers, please do this from a computer, not from an iPad or phone. So you'll log into your ClassDojo account. You will find your class. It'll look a little bit different than mine, but you know how to get on your class and bring up the student view. Once you're in this view, on the right side of the screen, you'll see something that says Student Login. You'll click on Student Login, and it'll bring up another screen that you see here. On this screen, there are 2 choices. You will choose the choice on the right, the one that says At Home Login, Individual Student Codes. When you click on that, it'll bring up another screen with a unique link for each one of your students for their parents to connect to that student account. One at a time, you will copy the unique link and remember which student you're doing it for because you're going to message this to the parents. So I'm going to do test student, and I'm going to copy the unique link. I'm going to close this out. I'm going to close the second window out. I'm going to click on my messages. I remember the student whose link I copied, which was test student. That's very important to remember that. And I will paste into the message the link that I copied and send it to the parent. Okay? The parent will, when they click on this link, will get access to their student login. 2 choices. One will be the QR code, which is really not convenient for most parents because you need 2 devices to use this. The better one will be on the bottom of the screen. And remember, this is just for parents. This is just for your information. You don't need to do this part. There will be a link on the bottom of the screen that parents will have to copy and paste into another window. Once they paste that into another window, it will connect them to their child student account. See, test student, I am now in test student's account, and that is how I will get it. It is now linked to my account, test student. Now this is what it will look like on the parent side. Okay? This is the test student homepage. The to-do activities that you see here are the equivalent of on a teacher page when you post to your portfolios a specific activity, not when you just make a regular post on your portfolio. Okay, so not everybody's doing this. If you create an activity, and I will give you the opportunity to play around with that if you choose to. If you create an activity and ask for students to submit in a certain form, either text, video, photo, or drawing, that will show up on the student page as a to-do. Okay, students can also record a video, photo, draw, file, journal, as you see on top. But those specific activities that you create, if you use Create Activity, will appear here in To Do. Student can start that activity and do whatever it is that you ask them to do. I ask for a text response. You type in whatever you want and you hand it in. I know this will be shown to you in a different video. Okay, I just wanted to show you what it looks like. That's only if you create an activity from your teacher page. If you make a regular portfolio post, okay, which is not an activity, you just add a post and link a file to it. That will appear for the student under their portfolio tab. Okay, so it will look different. In their portfolio tab, they will scroll down. Again, the top is the to-dos, like I had said before. Underneath is the portfolio, and this is what they will view. Any attachments, anything that you wrote in their student portfolio. When they submit a response to a to-do, it will also show in their portfolio. As you remember, I just responded to my to-do, and this was my response, and it is now on my portfolio. I know it's a lot of information. Watch it again if you need to. Slow it down, and you can message me if necessary. Back to the home page. If you post on your class story, okay, so outside of portfolio, you go back to your classroom. You go back to your class story. Whatever you post on the class story will appear underneath the to-dos, if there are any, for that student. Okay, they will see all their class stories, or they can sort through their classes here on the side. Okay, here's Y47 that I'm attached to. It has Miss Springer Harris's lesson that she posted. Y46 has Mr. Manson's things that he posted, and my test class has the things that I posted. Okay, so you will view them individually by each one. You can also view them as a whole by clicking on all, and the student will see all of the posts from all of the classes that they're in. Okay, now that's for the student view. I just want you to have an idea of what it looks like from the student side. Okay, so again, the portfolio with the to-dos if you create activities, or on the portfolio page, on the portfolio itself if you don't and you just post directly to the portfolio. And again, the home page will have the to-dos on top. We'll have student options to post to their own portfolio, either a photo, video, drawing, file, or journal. And underneath that is the story of all the classes that they're in, or they can go through individual classes. All right, now we're going to go back to my test class to show you how to add a second student. Okay, so if you're adding a second student, again, you would click on student logins. You will click at add home logins. You will copy the unique link of the next student in your class. So let's say tester 3 is mine. You will close out of this page. You'll close out of this page. You'll go back into messages. You'll find tester 3. That's the student whose link I just copied. And you will post that to the parent and send it in a message. You on your side would again go back to your classroom. Student logins. At home logins. You'll go to your next student. Copy the unique link for my next student called testing 2. I will close out of this page, go back to messages, find testing 2's parent, and post and send them their link for their student. And if I had a fourth student, I would do the same thing. I'd go back to classroom. Actually, I don't even have to go back to classroom, apparently. I can go right from the messages. Student login, at home login. I would click on the fourth link. Close that, send it to that student's parent. Even easier than before. You don't have to go back and forth to classroom. Okay, you do it right from the messages. Click on student login and at home login. Copy the unique link for your next student, one after the other, and then send it to that corresponding parent's messages. Send it and go back and do it again. All right? Any questions, please let me know. It's pretty straightforward. Watch the video a second time if you have any questions. It really is straightforward. You can do a lot more than you think. You've made it through 2 days, and you've done a great job, so keep up the good work. Thank you.